Hi everyone! Welcome to my very first YouTube channel. For the New Year's, I decided that I wanted to make a New Year's video because I felt that it was the great way to start the New Year's. I am obsessed with makeup and I have a passion for beauty and fashion. So my YouTube channel will be containing some beauty advice, beauty hacks, reviews, and makeup tutorials. And possibly vlogs. I hope you enjoyed this look that I'm doing for the New Year's. And I will be doing a voiceover so you guys can focus more on the makeup. So let's get started. So before my makeup, I always like to go in with a moisturizer first. I'm using my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel and taking a few pumps of that, rubbing it in between my fingers and throughout my face and my neck, making sure it absorbs so that way I can stay hydrated throughout the day. I also have really dry skin, so it helps out a lot. For my lips, I'm going in with my Smith's Rosebud Salve Balm. A little product goes a long way with this. It makes your lips super smooth and glidey. It also smells really, really good. For my base, I'm going to use my Japonesque Velvet Touch Primer. You only need one pump of this because it really spreads well evenly on your face. This will really help with that makeup application go on really smoothly. For my concealer, I'm going to use my Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Custard by Nars. And this is one of my absolute favorite concealers. It really covers up any blemishes and spots I don't want shown. I love going under my eyes with this concealer also because it really brightens up that under eye. For my brows, I'm going in with my Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown by Anastasia Beverly Hills and taking my 7B brush, filling that brow in short strokes and short upward strokes once I get to the inner corner of my brows to give it more of a natural look. Then going in with my Pro Pencil in base number 1, lightly lining it right under my brow so I can clean up any mess from the pomade or any little baby hairs I have under that brow. Then taking my ABH number 20 brush, I like to blend it all out. To keep my brows tame throughout the day, I like to use my Clear Brow Gel by ABH also. I just absolutely love all of her products. Like, I don't think I can live without them. This gel is such an essential for me because my brows tend to move a lot. Then to prime my face even more, I like to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This just really helps for the makeup to stay on and last longer. For foundation, I'll be using my Lancome Ultra Wear Foundation in the shade 420. I fell in love with this foundation. It just really covers everything well and feels very lightweight. I like to take it and dab it all throughout my face so that way I can make sure that I covered my whole entire face. Before my beauty blender, I like to take a foundation brush and actually brushing it on my face first. I just feel that this makes the foundation look way smoother. And to prevent any neckline or those face lines, I like to blend it out also around my neck. Then to fully blend everything out, I like to take my beauty blender. Now I'm going in to highlight my face with my Covergirl Outlast Concealer in the shade Light Medium. I really like the tip of this concealer where it's kind of like a sponge. I feel like it just applies on really well rather than a brush. And as you can tell by now, I like dotting on my makeup. I just feel that it's just an easier way to blend everything out. And then back with the beauty blender, blending that concealer out. And look how easy and blendable that looks. I mean, I absolutely love this concealer. So shout out to Covergirl for making such an awesome concealer. Love you guys. Love you guys. to set all that makeup in, I'm going to be using my Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in Banana. I also fell in love with this product. Oh, I'm dancing. All right. So I'm going to take that under my eyes, on my chin, and also anywhere I like it to be more highlighted and to prevent from any creasing. Just kind of dabbing that all over my face. And right after my powder, I literally just leave it on for a minute. I don't bake for a long time. But for people who tend to have more oily skin, I do recommend leaving it on for just a few more minutes. And voila, you're done. Just kidding. You're gonna brush that off with a good powder brush that you like. See, like I didn't really leave it on for a long time. I literally did a couple of poses and went to brushing it off. The brush I'm using is the Morphe R14 brush. It's super soft. I love this brush. Then for my powder contouring and bronzing, I'm gonna take my Tarteist contour palette, going in with the shade number 4. I'm taking my Mikasa F110 brush and tapping the excess off and lightly blending it right under my cheekbone. I also like to bronze right under my hairline. Then going in with the shade number 3, taking that same contour brush and making that contour more defined. This palette is very pigmented, so you want to try to really lightly blend it all out. Then taking my Mikasa E300 brush, taking the shade 4 and 5 to contour my nose. I like to make my nose a little bit more narrower. For blush, I'm going to be using my ABH Blush Radiant Kit and taking that second shade on the top right corner and following it along with my cheeks. Now my favorite, highlighter. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? It's the new Becca Gradient Highlighter. I absolutely love this highlighter. I feel like it goes with my skin tone so well. And it's also very, very buildable. I like to highlight the top of my cheekbones, my nose, and sometimes my cupid's bow depending on the look I'm going for. Then to finally set my face, I'm going back in with my Smashbox primer water and just leaving it on for a few minutes until it dries. Look at that glow. Look at it. Look at it. Alright, so I kind of just went along the posing thing here, doing what YouTubers do. Now finally going into the eyes, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original and just putting a little bit of product on my eyes and spreading it on with my ring finger. This helps prevent eyeshadow fallout and for the eye makeup to last longer. Now using my all-time fave, Bebella Silent Night palette, baby. Yes, oh my god, I love the colors in this palette and I love the pigmentation. Taking my Mikasa E300 brush, going in with this light reddish color, kind of like burgundy, light burgundy color, and blending that in as a base. Making sure I blend it out really good in wind wiper motion and feathering it out so it doesn't get too dark at the ends. And then same on the other side, lightly just dabbing it on first, windshield motion and feathering it outwards. And the trick to having perfect eyeshadow is to make sure it's all blended out. Now going in with the darkest burgundy shade in the palette, I'm going to take my Eco Tools dual-ended blending brush and blending that into my crease. And same thing with the base, making sure I do it in a windshield motion and feathering it out. Going back in with my Nars Complete Concealer. This is how I achieve my cut crease on my lids. A lot of people ask me about this. It's really not hard as it looks. You just gotta be really, really careful and precise with your concealer brush when you make this cut crease look. A secret about doing this type of cut crease I'm doing, you're gonna wanna try to feather out the top of the crease and not fully covering the whole lid with the concealer. As you can see, I'm just lightly lining that crease. Then I'm going in with my Razor Sharp Urban Decay Longwear Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Gold Rush. I'm gonna line that cut crease from the inner corner to the ends of the cut crease. You really want to take your time with this. I feel like eye makeup is such an art. You really, really have to be precise with cut creases. Then taking my ABH Prism palette. Oh, okay, there goes the brush. I'm gonna take the shade Pyramid. It's the goldest shade in the palette, with a flat eyeshadow brush and putting that all over my lid, but trying not to get too close to that cut crease glitter I made. I also don't want to go too outwards with this color because we're going to go in with a different shade. Okay, so now going in with the second shade, Sphinx. Don't be afraid to press down a little harder on this color. It's a little bit more of a creamier consistency. I'm gonna go in the outwards part of my lid and feathering it out and then feathering it in, so that way it looks like it's blending into that Sphinx color. And sorry, I make really weird faces when I do my eye makeup. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Try to not press too hard when you're feathering it in because you want to make it look like it's fading into that color. With my Mikasa E310 brush, I'm going to take the shade Parallel and putting it right under that lash line, just to give it a little smoky effect. Then for my most tricky part of this look, the gold foil, I'm going to spray my primer water on my face first so that way it can stick a little bit better. It's very thin gold foil. You can purchase this on Amazon or get it in Michaels. As you can see, it took a little bit of time trying to get this on right. It was my first time trying to get it on or using a gold foil. And I found it way easier to apply clear eyelash glue to get that foil stuck on better. Stick on better. And I'm just taking a few pieces towards the inner corner of my eye and then the middle section of my eye. Then taking my Tarte lash curler, I'm going to curl my lashes, and I like to curl my lashes for like 10 seconds so I can get it that curl I want it to get to. For mascara, I'm going to be using my Tarte Maneater mascara and just using that as a base so that way when I apply my lashes, it'll stick on better. Also applying it to my lower lashes. Then taking my Jordana 12-hour Made to Last liquid eyeliner pencil in the shade Espresso. I'm going to put that all over on my waterline. Now taking my lashes from the Luxe collection by Eylure, is that how you say it? And using my lash glue with aloe and applying it on with my Tarte eyelash applicators. After discovering these lash applicators, it's really helped me put on my lashes way more easier. I like how it's kind of like bent on the ends of it, so that way you can, as so, kind of press your natural lashes with those lashes. Then to finish off my look, I'm going to go with my Alina X Lipland collaboration liquid lipstick in the shade Doll Face. I absolutely love this shade. It's the perfect nude, pinky shade that matches really well with my skin tone. Like, before this shade came out, I've had a hard time trying to find the right pinky nude shade for my skin tone, and now I finally found the right one. So shout out to Alina and Lipland. Thank you guys so much. Now setting all that makeup in with my Smashbox primer water. Bam!
Oh, but my heart is in Havana. There's something about his manners